funny enough, they are not directly involved. People who are directly involved have gone to court. They said they are joint, whatever they are. Those people that are affected, they've gone to court. They are waiting for the outcome of the court decision, whether they will abide or they will go appeal. That's what I'm saying. But these people now, for the reason best known to them, now decided to take to the street. I think some of them cannot see beyond their noses.
So are you going to allow them to pass this road, sir?
You say what?
Are they going to be allowed to carry on?
I'm getting down there.
No, sir.
So we have gone to them. So if the people we are supporting have gone to court, why don't you just get your own team of lawyers to support these people and do everything legal possible, the legal way you can give them to the outcome? And two, recruiting them to come and interview the Commissioner of Police tomorrow to discuss this issue. Why in a hurry? Why can't they just come tomorrow? Then after the meeting, they are not satisfied, then they can now decide to take the road. And I told them also that as we have the right to do this thing, there are some other people that also have the right to use the road. What happens if some jobless area boys, some miscreants now decide to come and join and start attacking people? And I told them I will use all means given to me by the law to dispatch that crowd. And I'm not mentioning war. I have told them wait up. They want to do their thing, they can control the situation, we respect their right to protest and let whoever know their grievances. But where they let loose, and Mr. come and join, I'm not going to be selecting Mr. who will carry on and going to be carried through.
Government was returning so it cannot be a crime to be poor in our country. Because if you look at the origin of this law, Fashola ordinarily should be in jail. Yes? If it's not immunity. And the reason is this. In democracy, there's something they call social contract. In 2011, you deceive the Okada people. You give them helmets. You give them jackets and said, vote for me. Your member of family, vote for me. And on the strength of their majority vote, you get into government. That is what people in democracy call social contract. There is a contract already. Now you went ahead with public power to then now make bad law. Why is that law bad? That law is unjust. This was Fashola there with the Okada people. That law was bad, was unjust. Why is the law bad? The first thing about the law being bad is this, because they always claim they believe in the rule of law. And whoever must go to equity must go with a clean hand. You want a law. You went to the assembly. That bill had no schedule 2. In that schedule 2 today, where you have that 475 roads, at the public hearing, there was no schedule 2. Now you now came up with a law that now schedule 2. What should be more public criminality and deception than that? That is number 1. Number 2. That law, section 3, that they are not dealing with the Okada, is to deal with the cart pusher, tricycle, and Okada. In law now, because you meant to deal with Okada people first, before coming to deal with tricycle, what do? You use that law now to start repressing the Okada people. Number 3, what people must understand, every bad law, every unjust law must not stand. Number 3, with that law, that bad law, is that you do not have the infrastructure, the capacity to even implement the law. You know why? Where there is a rule of law, there can be a rule of law. Even if an Okada man has committed an offense, you have to arrest him. Not to use police gun and start brutalizing or shooting and beating. You take him to a court of law, and the court of law make a pronouncement on what you happen. And the court of law, what simply will happen is this: either sentence that person or reduction of fine. But you use police now to brutalize any passive Okada rider. Seize the Okada. You go and crush that. Under what law is that? Number 4, and that is what all the poor in Nigeria must know. There is no rule of law in Nigeria. What you have is the rule of the rich, the rule of money. So don't allow yourself to be deceived. The number 14 is this: traffic offense is a simple offense, but traffic offense under Fashola law say 3 years imprisonment. Can we ask ourselves today? All those who stole money in this country, has any of them gone to 1 month imprisonment? No, not at all. And it is because they loot the country resources. That is why many people who do have jobs are riding Okada today. Because those looted money should have been available to provide jobs, should have been available to create a lot of economic opportunities. So if you don't begin to understand this, there will be a problem. Number 5, and to tell you how bad that law is. Go and study all the 475 roads. That is where all the filling stations in Lagos are. Now, let me give you an example. Street now. You want Okada to operate from that junction there to that place. How does the Okada now buy fuel? I mean, we're in the Nigeria Labour Road now. From Ishaga junction, you pass through to Ilasa. Do you see any petrol station there? So where does even the Okada man buy that? Number 6, and that's the point you must make. And why we're in the struggle. And why the poor must know to fight for their freedom. Fashola, and I pronounce it again. The parents could not have afforded to send it to school. Why not for the struggle of 78? Alimongo. Many lives are lost. And that struggle today made tuition free in the university. Without that, you will not have gone to University of Benin. So when you are destroying the lives of people with public power and policy, the people must be clear about it. Because now fella talking when he say Obasanjo now why you all the time, the Obiwayo, the Alimongo then, who was then the Federal Commissioner for Education, later became the chairman of the PDP. You see how they have been destroying our lives. And that is why, as poor people, no bad law must be respected. Number 7, because it's easy for them. And in New York, Okada can't be on the street. In Tokyo, Kakamawa cannot be on the street. They are all liars. In the first place, you have the networks of roads in New York, London, here. Because in that place, networks of roads provide for lesser vehicles, including bicycles and pedestrians. The best you could have done on the Okada thing is simple. Okada operation, receive it to the service lane. But you cannot say Okada cannot move. Because we must understand this. And the law enforcement that are being used, if they don't understand this, that they want to repress the people, they must understand, because the people will fight back. And when we are saying this is this, but when people talk revolution, revolution is not anarchy. Revolution is organized. The poor must know who their enemies are. Yes, so that when there's an uprising, they will come to the mosque, they will come to the church, they will come to parties. You must make sure those places are no-go area to them. There is no way there will be a revolution today in this country that any of them will survive. So as a poor man, be clear about that. The classical example is here. They burnt to Joshua market because they want to build a modern market. Tell me anybody who was in Joshua that cannot pay before, that can go there and pay 4.5 million. Never. So we must understand it. So when he's not saying those whose law, Lagos law that he has made is bad law and not comfortable to leave Lagos. Why did he not say that in 2011? We are saying this because by the time you see them in 2014, anywhere, if they are taking your livelihood, you must make it clear. You cannot talk to us here. So today's challenge is not just about the Okada. It's about waking up every Nigerian. Now you see how stupid they are. Today is the International World Human Rights Day. Comrades and media people that are here, please let's be educated. Without struggle, you cannot enjoy any measure of freedom. There is no law that says police permission determine when you protest. What the law says simply is this: you can give information and they can provide security. And we are saying it because we have also fought for them. I was the former convener of United Action for Democracy in 2006, and today we must remember Teslim Tunde Oyekomi, because when in 2006 we identified some members of the police who felt injustice even though they don't have a union. Teslim was Okada. We sent there and were able to organize with those patriotic men in the police. And that's why as UAD we issued them that handbill circulated throughout the country. Police are human beings. They have a right to strike. And it was circulated throughout this country. On the account of that, 2 of our cadres were arrested at Akure. I went to the first headquarters. I said, where are those who are keeping here? They said they are criminals. I said, you people, you should be ashamed of yourself. They said, okay, why are you saying that? Because we have criminals here. I said, you should be ashamed of yourself. You are suffering, yet you are carrying guns. You use guns to repress the ordinary Nigerian. These are the people. This is the leaflet for which they have brought them here. I signed that leaflet. They became weak and began to sing solidarity song. So the point we are making is this: our struggle is not against even those ordinary policemen. It's against that establishment and those who are suffering our people. So, and that is why that bad law must not be allowed to fail. Because what people don't know is this: if you cannot provide jobs for about 500,000 Okada people, and many of them are forced to go into the criminal world, nobody in Lagos will sleep. They will tell you it's Okada that is causing traffic. All the traffic you are seeing in Koju Road, in Lagos Abeokuta Road, is it Okada? None of them. No. It's Okada that is causing accident. Go and see them in Igbobi. When was Igbobi established? Was it established because of Okada? No. In Lucky, about 2 weeks ago, there was an armed robbery and they demobilized even the police armored carrier. The police had to run away. Was it Okada they used? No. In Jaji, when the alleged Boko Haram bombed Jaji, was it Okada they used? No. And that is why today that we are saying the kickoff is first to make a statement. It's a struggle that will continue. It's not like any other struggle. And it will continue in different dimensions. Okada people, go and tell the other people, you have the power to put Lagos at standstill. And there are several ways it can be done. That's why part of why we are here today is to give all of you that courage. When the pepper seller throughout the country 2 years ago withdraw their services from the market, did you not feel it? So why are you afraid? You are not afraid. So what you are police? On the poor.
And enough must be enough.
Yes.
There are many sides to the battle. In our neighborhood, when you see any oppressor in charge, don't ever glorify them. We must make the judges uncomfortable to them.
The time they wanted to do this election, these Okada people used to vote for them. So and then we enter finish and now driving us on the road. But both inside street, police used to come and arrest us there. Even though front of your domot like this, I feel one day like that. Front of my domot like this, one guy was machine there. Police now pass through, just carry the bike. All of us now come outside. So that is the way we did. It's not on the road now. If the government say they don't want to see bike. Bike when we suffer inside sun, inside rain, when they say they steal our family. You know, they wanted to throw and carry guns. That's only work we have to do. But what I praise government is they made them allow us to do this our job.